Typically, I would not be excited about an opportunity like this, but it's an acre of land in Staten Island for $1.8 million. There's something here. My deal radar is going. What's up, man? How you doing? So, basically, I only had a quick conversation with the wholesaler. He's actually trying to build it on his own, but he's never done a ground up before with him being the owner. He's been a GC, and so he's trying to pull it off, but I was like, nobody's going to give you financing. You have to have background, or you have to partner with a sponsor that does have background. He understands that. He's talked to Flatiron, a couple different mortgage lenders that would give him the acquisition financing for this, but to get the construction funds, he'd have a really difficult time. And I think he understands that. Nonetheless, I think that this deal makes a lot of sense on the surface level. We just need to make sure it pencils out once we do a full underwrite. It's about an acre site. And typically, I would not be excited about an opportunity like this, but it's an acre of land in Staten Island for $1.8 million. Anytime you get an acre of land anywhere for $1.8 million, especially in the city and one of the boroughs, it's worth looking at. Right across the street, his uncle built small bay industrial, and he sold it for $1 million per small bay, and it was smaller than what the as of right to build this is. He spoke to 2 to 3 different brokers, he said, and everyone said $1 million to $1.1 minimum on the exit for this asset class for each small bay industrial. The construction cost for this asset class is pretty low relative to multifamily. So as long as we could kind of just get an idea of what we could build here, buildable square footage we're going to actually need to build, and just put together pro forma, I think this deal, it has legs and is worth looking into. Regardless of the fact, there's an appraisal on this for just the land with the house and the rental income for $3.3 million. Day one.
How is the appraisal so high?
It's based on the income of the property. 2 really interesting aspects of this. There's a huge portion of the land that's not being rented out. There's additional parking that we could rent to. And one of those like service providers that do like solar or something like that, they actually came and said, hey, we'll pay $20 a square foot for this site. He's not trying to do any of that. He thinks the highest and best use is small bay industrial. And so, I mean, the guy's been in contract for 9 months, but he had title issues and he's finally cleared. So this is ready to close at any point in time. The wholesaler or their prospective builder is super, super motivated. He needs to close on the property ASAP. He does not have the liquidity to purchase the property because, I mean, he's going to have to put 30% down with the term sheet he's getting from like Flatiron and other guys. And yeah, even if he did acquire this asset, he doesn't have the experience to actually go vertical. So he's a super motivated seller. Going into, he's got it for a 12 cap with the existing rents. And there's significant upside on just the land itself.
Okay. Are they all like true triple net leases?
No, they're gross rents, but the taxes are nothing here. We got to find out what we could build here and what it will potentially cost us to build and what the NOI will be once we do build it and stabilize it and what the expected exit value is going to be. There's 2 options. We could buy this or we could JV with the guy. He's totally receptive to both options. If we built this, right, he's running numbers at $4 or $5 million. He's been in the construction business for a long time, but let's just say that it's significantly more. Let's run it at, it's roughly 3,700 square feet, and there's going to be 12 of them as of right, he says. It's roughly 44,000 square feet. What do you think it'll cost to build something like this?
$120 a foot.
It's running at 130. Let's just say it costs $5.7 million to build this site. Okay, we're in at the land basis is 1.8, $7.5 million. If the exit here on the low end is $12 million.
I would put another $1 million for holding costs and soft costs and approvals and everything. Still be a solid $1 million.
The thing is, the good thing about this is it's cash flowing. It's this site right here and what? This site, right? This site and this site. No, it's this site and this site.
Yeah, and if you looked at the income report, he's getting rents from 2 houses there.
Yeah.
The environmental reports, phase 1, phase 2.
He's done his testing, yes. So get phase 2, zoning out analysis, rent per square foot, exit cap, right? What else do we need to do here?
Your entitlement costs are probably going to be like $300,000-$400,000 for something like this.
think so. Sounds
Yeah. Dude, it's New York City. You know how difficult it is to get a project approved in New York State?
That's true. So let's run it at $125 a square foot, 1.8 land basis, 300 grand soft costs.
Put 12 months because it's going to take 18 to 24.
I'll put 12
Plus 12 months interest.
Yeah. All right. There we go. It's 881,000. Or in for the projects for $8.5 million all in at a $12 million exit. It is 71 cents on the dollar. And if we paid out a commission and we exited this, it's like a $3 million profit. It's really not that great. $13 million. It's a 3.8 exit. What do you think?
I mean, without running comps and looking through like zoning analysis and confirming what we could build, knowing rent per square foot, I don't know. Back out the 13 million, multiply it by, I guess, like a 7 cap, then apply like a 90% OPEX margin to it.
Divide by 0.9.
But that's your gross income. Divide that by square feet he says is buildable.
22.79 square foot. That's reasonable.
Can you get 23 triple net? You get 23 triple net for small bay industrial?
I think so, yeah.
It's like a normal number. 23 triple net. I don't know. I see like Class A warehouse goes for that.
Yeah, small bay trades were higher. Like they record for. I think it's pretty normal. Yeah, you know how to find rents for small bay industrial in this area, Staten Island.
Do that zip code. Do industrial maximum square footage 10,000 feet.
Like his uncle just sold his site. It was like 8 sites, I think he said, for $8 million, and it was smaller than what he's working with. There's something here. I'm telling you. So we'd be all in for like, yeah, so at a $13 million exit, it'd be a $3 million profit.
Those are your comps, what you have there. If anything, that's a good thing. That means there's not a lot of supply.
In that particular area. Yeah, the small bay industrial sites, dude, they're going for 2.7. Let me click this comp. That comp. That's a good comp because it's new construction. 3 stars fine.
Yep, it's triple net.
It's triple net. Yeah, dude. Like it's a deal, bro. I knew it. I knew it'd be a deal.
The 32 a month or 32 a year triple net, rather.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, dude, this is a deal. I mean, we're running it at $10 a square foot less than what the market is asking. If this is $30 a square foot, even for 44,352 square feet at a 90% OPEX margin, at a 7 cap, it's a $17 million exit. And this becomes a $7 million profit deal.
It's our timeline.
Like fast. I mean, deals like this don't sit around for long, you know? We gotta move, I'm telling you. I knew this was something.
What's the underlying on this? 1.8?
1.8, yeah.
What would he wholesale it for?
He would wholesale it for 3.2. I could get it for less. I'm sorry, it said 3.1? 3.1. He said 3.2. So if we're at 3.2, good memory, Kevin. 3.2. Yeah. Even if we exit this at a 7.5 cap, right? At like $25 a square foot. Like $20
higher in the low 2 millions.
At $28 a square foot. Like there's just money here. Even if we buy for 3.2.
Why isn't it 3.2? It's too tight at 3.2.
I think what we could do is have him assign the property over to us, and then, you know, contribute his equity towards the joint venture as an LP, and we could split profits 50-50, so our basis would be virtually nothing. Well, I mean, like our basis would still be the 1.8 mark, and our equity, the amount of equity that we need to put in would be very, very low. Because on this project, like assuming that we got to put 30%, we need like $3 million for the project. He would be putting in 1.4. So we just need $1.4 million. It's 2.8 is needed. He'd bring in 1.4. So we would just need to raise 1.4.
But then we're bringing in LPs probably at 70-30 with the prep, and then we only own 50% of 30 after the prep.
So what should we do here? What should we do here? Should we get it?
Shut up. Wholesale it, and then if we find someone for 2.5, we try to negotiate ourselves a couple $100,000 in the fee.
So even if we buy it for 2.5, if we buy it for 2.5, we make $4 million, 4.1. At $28 a square foot, 90% OPEX margin, we make $4.1 million. And this is at a 7.5 cap exit. Small bay industrial trades, they're sexy asset classes. It's starting to get institutionalized.
The Darvishes work in New York, right?
Yeah,
We could do what you normally do with the Sosos, right?
exactly.
Have them we buy it, we split 50-50, have them do the construction.
Something like that, yeah. And they could put up a large chunk of the equity here. There's something here. My deal radar is going. All right, so let's make some action steps so that way we could get this to the finish line and make a decision. I'll get a copy of the phase 2. That's me. Zoning analysis, that's Jackson. Rent per square foot, we already done. I'm going to make some calls to brokers. I'm going to make some calls to my industrial friends. Exit cap, I'll also do the same. And we could build a performer from there. I think after we determine what we really could make here, after talking to some industry professionals, we make a decision if we want to buy this JV, or I'm sure talking to some brokers, we'll be able to find some buyers too.
Yeah, you get all the information. I'll build a pro forma on Monday. We'll figure it out.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. So I'll get to work on this, and I'll get you guys the information. All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks, guys.
Adios.